Let me take this off. Okay. Trying to hold those edges down. So we are supposed to be live here, waiting for my guest to come on for the Connecticut Housewives and Housewives of Connecticut. So it's been a lovely, lovely week? Hopefully everybody's had a lovely week. Moving into a holiday that I don't really celebrate anymore. Controversial. Anyhow, we have a few different things that we want to talk about today. Just waiting for my sister to hop on here. I know I sent her the link. So some of the things we want to talk about today is going to be gardening, and I know that last week we were talking about a microphone that she was going to be using, and there's an item called the unbrushed. So I'm not sure if like once you wash your hair, if it helps you to just comb right through it. I think that my sister is saying that her daughter says it's revolutionary for her, and I think that one of my daughters might have tried something similar, but it didn't work for her. So and the other important thing we're going to talk about is adult care. You can never, for us right now in this phase in our life, you can never have enough discussion on taking care of your elderly parents. So, if those topics are interesting to you, then here we go. Again, just waiting and waiting. So while I'm waiting for my sister to come on, I had three different pieces of fruit this morning already. My sister and I were talking about. Um, I just nothing. I woke up and just said, "Hey, I think I'm going to do this." I have been thinking about this for a very long time, and I just keep falling off the wagon. So if you can hear, I'm a little bit congested, and I had been for actually a week. So this is the best. I'm getting better. Um, so went to Jamaica, came back. My husband got sick first, and then I caught his cold and a sore throat, sniffles, the whole 9 yards. And so I've been trying to, take, a drink with some lemons and limes and ginger and turmeric and garlic and all those type of things. And so I am finally feeling better after a week of coughing. And it's like, how much mucus can one person have? Hi, thank you for joining us. Um, so I've been doing that every day. And here's my kiwi. I haven't eaten this yet, but this is very high in vitamin C. I love the fact that the packaging that they had on this, it tells you, it has more vitamin C than this, and it has more vitamin K than that. So I haven't eaten that today, but I have. Yes, thank you for joining us. Um, Margarizata K. So I have an apple I have not eaten yet, but I also had a pear and a peach, and I'm just trying to eat as many fruits and vegetables. I kind of mirror how I was eating when I was in Jamaica, because that food was, or organic, just natural, you know, without all the things that we have here in our foods in the United States. So even though I was eating a lot of everything, I felt really, really good. And then you had the sun, being all that vitamin D glistening off of your skin. All that was going on last year. I mean, for last week, 2 weeks ago when I was in Jamaica, and then I came home, and then I was like, so, um, so I'm trying. So our goal or challenge, and if you'd like to join us with this challenge, you're more than welcome. Is to go ahead and eat lots of fruits, as many fruits and vegetables as possible, and I'm trying not to have any meat at all. English. um, Not to have any meats at all, and to make it through the whole month of July. So that is my goal, my mission, if you choose to join us. All right. So again, I am one half of the Connecticut Housewives, and I am waiting for my dear sister Ajwa to jump on. I don't see her anywhere. So this is a weekly podcast that we do talking about updates, being parents, being married, being Christian women, taking care of our parents. And thank you for the first time for joining us. Yes, first time. Um, we're just chit chatting. I'm waiting for my sister to pop on here. She usually comes on and joins me as the second half of the Connecticut Housewives. So I am in Connecticut, born and raised, where I spend most of my days. If you've ever seen the movie Prince of Bel Air, if you haven't ever seen, I'm not sure if it was a movie, but I know there was definitely a series. It was on for many, many years. But um, so anyway, born and raised here in Connecticut. Traveled outside of the United States for the military. So I've been to Spain and Turkey, and I've been to England, and yeah, lived in Spain for about 2 years, I think. Met my husband there, and we got a joint spouse. Our military jobs took us from Spain to back to the U.S., which was Tampa, Florida, and we, came back to Connecticut to get married. Went back, and then where else did we go? Also, he retired in Tampa, and then we lived in Virginia for a little bit on some family property. So thank you all for joining us. I love to see the flowers and the hearts and the smiles. Yes. How do you live stream? That's a whole, have to go and Google how to live stream. That's a whole different thing there. But so if this is your first time to our page, happy to have you here. Click around. We've been to Tanzania last October. We went to Jamaica last week. So there's different posts that will be updating our page. So just go back and flip through some of the other videos and leave a comment and subscribe. And if you like, you can share. But hitting like is free, so just hit the button like and share it. We totally would appreciate that. So again, I don't know where my sister is. So let's see. Last week, well, I know we talked about some seeds last week, and so here's my gardening stuff, as you can see. Um, Different packets of seeds while I'm waiting for her. So my sister does take care of my father. Do I need 50 subs? Hello, just sub me. I would love it. You are. um, so like I said, just getting over a cold, clearing my throat, all those type of things. I feel much better. I feel like I was down for at least 2 or 3 days, starting from last Monday. But you got to keep moving, right? So look, no sponsor here, but I love this Goya coconut water. So I think that I would be drinking this down, waiting for my sister to pop on. But yeah, she takes care of him in Texas, and he used to come to Connecticut for the summers because it was cooler here than it was in Texas, of course. And then he would go back to Texas for the winter. And so lately, his health hasn't been up to par. He's going to be 83 this year in August. And so I flew him back to Texas, and that's where he's been since. So my sister may have run into an appointment with him and forgot that we had, our daily, weekly Tuesday at 1 o'clock Eastern and 12 Central Texas time. So I don't know. This might have to be a short one this time, but I love seeing all the people that come in. Say where you're from. I see Jaden says you need 50 subs. Alfred, give me a heart. Mwah. And yes, to be live, you have to go. You have to Google how to go live. That's kind of hard for me to explain how to do that. And you mainly have to go live from your phone. Well, that's what my app tells me. Not unless you've been a subscriber and have so many people watching you, but it's easier if you just go to the back portion of your live and hit the screen and then tell it you want to go live, and it'll walk you right through it. Believe me, if I can do it, you can do it. So yeah. So I've had this channel for a little bit. Oh, cool videos for you. Can you say skibbity skibbity? Okay. Nubia. That's what I go by. And wow, that was nice. A few people that did jump on real quick. Totally appreciate you all. So my throat's getting dry. I have a little bit of my coconut water here. Again, I'm waiting for my sister to pop on, Miss Ajua. And I was also saying that we're doing a health challenge, a wellness challenge. I'm always continuously doing something new as far as trying to improve my health and to be the best me that I can be. So that includes this month we'll be doing lots of fruits and vegetables and smoothies and trying to stay as close to raw as possible. But if I decide to have um, a batch of cabbage soup or something like that, then I'm going to go right straight for it. But I love salads, so I'm one of those that can never get tired of having salads. Now, in a better, different kind of world, if I could live like in, let's say, the Bridgertons, without all of the sexual drama that they've been having in it. I love the Bridgertons. How I kind of got that. I love that show, but I remember doing lots of tea parties with my daughters, and we would watch like Pride and Prejudice and Emma, those type of movies, and they were nice and clean and pure, pretty much. But this new generation, Bridgerton, I kind of blush when I'm sitting there watching it with my husband. And I've been married for 37 years, going on, and just next week sometime I'll be 37 years married. Let's see. Yeah, next Thursday. Next Thursday will be 37 years that I've been married. I lived in a place called Bridgerton. I would have somebody prepare all my fruits and my vegetables and all the. I think I could eat vegetarian or vegan around the clock if I had somebody else help me to prepare my food. What about you guys? And so if you're jumping on and you're watching, say where you're watching from. I'm also looking at my email to see if my sister either received my email or if she's still waiting to jump on. Okay. So anyway, how about you guys? Have you watched the Bridgerton series? And I started another series. I'm kind of almost embarrassed to say it out loud because, again, you know, I mean, I know that there's. If anybody has ever read the Song of Solomon in the Bible, that's a book in the Bible that talks about love and um, staying with the person of your youth. And there was, saying her breasts are mature and da 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 da. And maybe, my sister and I maybe should do that one time, or me by myself, whichever. But the Bible study on the Song of Solomon, that's a very central book of the Bible. So why do we as Christians, I mean, there are a lot of movies out there with blood and guts. And you go to the movie theater and movies are labeled X-rated for a reason. And sometimes when I want to watch a movie, I'm so glad I'll say to my son or, hey, come watch this movie with us. He'll say, nah, I'm good. And then there's definitely a place for sex, especially in marriage, because there's so much promiscuity out there right now. But anyway, so I brought that up because of the movie Bridgerton. And I just love the setting. I love the dresses and the hair, and I love everything about it. And the fact that it's culturally diverse. I love how she just made like race is not an issue in the Bridgertons. But this new one that I've been watching, it's like based on, I won't say it's the same time frame or same time period it seems or appears as Bridgerton, but it's Spain. It's in Spain. And hello from Slovakia. I'm just stopping by to spread some love and positivity. Also, to hit the like button so I can help with the algorithm. Oh, you're so nice. Thank you so much, Tommy. I totally appreciate you. So thank you for hitting that like button and sharing. So I'm just talking about, well, I am Nubia of Connecticut Housewives. Um, Nubia of NubianQueen Nation, a place where we'd love for people to come, building one queen at a time. So now I'm talking about Bridgerton, and then I saw a new series on Netflix, and it actually was out. It was out back in 2021, and I think it's called Casteria. Casteria. I keep having it memorized in my head, but now that I'm not watching it, I can't remember what it was. I don't want to lose my place on here, but anyway, so I'm watching it, and I think again, I said I like watching time period movies like Pride and Prejudice, and I love Bridgerton because of the cultural diversity. But this other movie, oh my goodness gracious, it's just why? I know that sex is important, like I said, but why does there have to be so much of it? Because one of these days, when one of my kids decide to get married and have children, I'd love to be able to sit down and watch like Pride and Prejudice movie Emma with my grandchildren. But if there's all this sex scenes, like I said, if I'm sitting down, I'm watching it with my husband, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I would hate for my teenage son to sit down and watch that movie with me. And I definitely can't watch it with my grandchildren. I'd have to edit it first. Like they need to come out with a uh, totally non-explicit or taking out all the sex scenes, so you can sit down and watch it with your grandchildren, or because it's just lovely. It's just lovely, lovely. The plot is good. Um, so let me see, what was the name of that movie? Where are you from, Tommy? I think I see a flag, but I don't know where it's from. Uh, oh, Slovakia. Okay, thank you. Um, that might help. But yeah, I can see now. All right. So let's see if I can change screens over here, and I can tell you embarrassingly, what the other thing I was watching on Netflix. I guess, did I delete it all the way off? Oh, jeez. It was a really good series. I don't know. I don't want to have to go out and come back in so that my sister can to remind her. I knew one time I called before and we left the phone on in the background, and so we couldn't. We talked for almost an hour and nobody could hear us because the her phone and my phone was still left in the on position while we were doing it live with our phones. So just give me a second here. I'm gonna go back to see if I can bring Netflix up. Netflix thing I was watching. I can remember what it was. Again, don't judge me. You know, God already knows. There's so much stuff that we watch that we shouldn't be watching on a daily basis. You know, as far as our witness and things like that. Oh darn, it logged me out. I see somebody else has popped in. Mm. Okay, so half of my one half of my team is not here, so it's not the same. But thank you for all those who are on. Maybe I should pop off and pop back on again because we're only like what 18 minutes in. Give me 1 second here. Let me go to a different spot and see if I see my sister either in here or out of here. I do appreciate you guys' patience, and for those who come back weekly, still waiting for our other weekly person that comes in. Daughter of the Most High usually pops in on me. All right. So I think that what I was saying also. So I did another video yesterday explaining, talking about. I named it my raw vegan journey, day one. That was yesterday. So 30 days of eating fruits and vegetables. And then I also have another one with a nice, quiet, serene beach sound from when we were in Jamaica. So you can click on that just for a 2-minute meditation, play it over and over again if you'd like, and then share it with a friend. Envision that you were there in Jamaica on the beach with me. Actually, I'll also try to do a live on the beach talking, but cars and things were zooming by, so it wasn't really that peaceful. And I think I went back at a different time, and I was able to um, get that nice beach sound. Yep. So I don't know. All right, I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop here, log out, and see if my sister is anywhere around. Hopefully, she's not having any kind of an emergency, because usually she's Johnny on the spot. All right. So thank you for those who are with me. And if you don't see me again, then I just decided to just wind it up because maybe my sister has another appointment that she forgot to tell me about. All right. And if not, then if you come back, then you'll see us maybe doing 30 more minutes before the end of. We're usually on from 1 to 2 Eastern time, and of course 12 to 1 Central time. All right. So I'm going to stop here right now and give my sister a call, make sure everything's okay. All right. Thanks for being on with me. Like, comment, subscribe, and share with somebody else. And then again, come back next week, Tuesday at 1 p.m. All right. Ciao for now.